Hello villagers, and welcome back to Collector's Hollow, where I share with you some of the things that I've acquired. Now, I am so excited that I get to share with you this collection that I have. It is the Nobel Collection wands, which is something that I've been collecting for quite some time now. Now, these wands are above all my favorite. I have looked at different types, different brands, and nothing is compared to the Nobel Collection. They are phenomenal. They actually come with a little thing that says it's not a toy, but we'll ignore that because I think they're super fun. They're great if you're doing any cosplay. Anyways, I today am going to share with you the Golden Trio and their wands. So we have Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, and Ron Weasley. As we continue this adventure together, I will be sharing the different ones that I have and the ones that I am waiting to get or collect. Now I have to tell you, most of my wand collection, I am super frugal, so most of them I have not purchased at full price. Now let me tell you, if you look at all these ones and you're like, dang, he spent a lot of money, I actually probably have not. I am a thrifter through and through, and I love being frugal, and one of the things about these wands is I've actually found a lot of them at thrift stores, garage sales, eBay, and primarily these wands usually retail for anywhere from about $37 to $60, which for me, I did not have that money, and my wife already doesn't like the money I spent on this collection because I sometimes get a little carried away. So these ones are usually anywhere from $10 to about $20. That is about average what I spend on each of the wands. It really depends. As I've been collecting, it does get harder to collect wands that I really want, but they usually are a little bit steeper of a higher price range. So, without further ado, let's jump on in, and I'm going to share with you, starting off, Harry Potter's wand. So let me go ahead and grab Harry Potter's here. The nice thing about the Nobel Collection wands, they do come in 3 separate boxes. The first one is like just a box with a little window display. Those wands, I was worried at first that they were going to be different. However, I actually have purchased that box as well as one of these boxes. They are identical wands, which is really cool. So if you don't care about having the box, then I highly recommend, because usually you can find those ones if there's a sale. Usually you're anywhere from about $20 to $35. So those are really awesome wands. Again, they have a little window. Then we have these ones. These ones are awesome. They're great. They do come in this little Ollivander's box. And with this box, you can display them in it. I actually have a display that I will show you in a future video what my display looks like, which I have a lot of wands that hang on it on a regular basis. But in the box, they have this nice, it is like a velvet that holder for the wand, which is really nice to have. And it just comes on out. Like I said, these are used wands, and I'm perfectly fine with that because they're amazing. On occasions, I will let you know, I have made multiple purchases. Harry Potter's wand is probably the easiest one that you can find out there. I've made multiple purchases of Harry Potter's wand. They always, depending on the year that they created it, they might come out. These are 2 of the same Nobel Collection wands. They are a little bit different coloration. One of the ways that I verify that it is Nobel Collection is it does have the trademark on the side of the wand. So super important. When you do purchase though, the risk that you take with doing eBay or thrift stores is on occasions you might find a wand that is cracked. So this one does have a few cracks throughout the wand. For me, it's perfectly fine. I actually allow other kids to enjoy the magic of Harry Potter with this one. So I think it's always fun to allow kids to be able to express, and even though there's a little disclaimer that says these are not toys, again, they're collector wands, I still think it's fun. There's a little bit more magic than a small plastic wand, and kids are pretty smart. Anyways, so if there are cracks, I usually just glue those. It doesn't ruin the wand. I have had multiple wands that have broke. If you can't afford or purchase another one, they look perfectly fine. I've marked some of them, and I'll actually show you a few of the ones that I've marked to make look right. Anyways, let's just grab the wand. So Harry Potter's wand's actually one of my favorite. It actually has, at the end, it's more of an actual all-natural wood, which I really think it's cool. Like, it was pulled off of a tree and then carved into a wand, which I think was really awesome. As it goes down, it does change into that flat, more brown wood color, like an inner side of the wood. I love how it has the knots and it has everything that you would expect from a wand. It's like Wand 101. So love this wand. Out of the trios though, this is not my favorite one. But it is, again, one of the most popular, and it's always so much fun to be able to hold it. Like it's a good, warm, happy, welcoming wand. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that one away. Like I said, on occasions I do have multiples of these wands. Now, this next one I'm gonna show you, I probably have eight of these wands throughout my house. The reason being is this is Hermione Granger's wand that I'm gonna share with you next. The one that I initially purchased was for my wife. So my wife, this is actually hers. However, recently I had to buy an identical one for myself because if anything ever happened and my wife hates me because I purchased Harry Potter wands, I didn't want her stealing Hermione's wand because it is my favorite one. So let's go ahead and open up this Hermione box. Like I said, it does come with this little thing in most of them that says fragile collector wand, not a toy. I have to tell you, before I pull this out, I will show you my two kids. These are actually my two kids' wands. They destroy them. I mean, it's chipped on the bottom, it's cracked, they battle it out. Sometimes I try to tell them to be careful. But as you see, this is actually good coloration here. You can see that this one's more of a brownish, brown color of wand, and then this one's more of a lighter green color tan. So both the wands, they're both Nobel Collection. It was just different years that I had purchased for them. And again, I have so many of these throughout the house because if these ones break, I want to make sure that they have a replacement. But let me go ahead and pull out Hermione's wand. This wand is so gorgeous, so beautiful. Love every part of it. In my whole collection, it's probably my second or third favorite out of everything. But again, out of the Golden Trio, this is my absolute favorite wand. It has the vines that wrap up on the wand itself. Very like simplistic, but very nice to look at. I think it's a really nice wand. I think they did a really good job, and I think it actually matches Hermione's character pretty well, which I think is really cool. This one I can tell actually is my wife's wand. Like I said, I do have multiples of these Hermione's wand only because it is a favorite. This is the one that I just recently purchased. I got it off of eBay for I believe it was like $15, $16. So again, those wands, they're out there. You can get them for really good deals. Try not to bid against me, just kidding. I'm not looking for Hermione wands at this moment. But again, this one is the new one. I actually am keeping it in the box for right now because of the fact that I don't need to display it because the one that is my wife's is the one that gets displayed. So let's move on to the third and final wand of the Golden Trio, and that is Ron Weasley's. Now, Ron's wand is not my favorite wand out of the collection. I feel like, as much as I love the all-natural look, especially of Harry's wand, with Ron's, it just seems very basic and boring. Don't get me wrong, you might like it, and that's perfectly fine. Everyone's allowed to have different tastes. And Ron's wand, so it has that wood, very similar to Harry's at the end. It looks like a knot of wood. And then it goes into like a zigzag pattern, kind of wavy, and then goes into a wand tip. And again, it feels great in the hand. It's just not my favorite, personally. So this one was actually one of the harder wands to find. Hermione and Harry's were one of like, I could do it all day long, find those ones, but Ron's was actually pretty hard to find. The really cool thing about Ron's wand is there's so many of the Weasley family have similar wands. So they've come out with this wand actually for Bill Weasley, I believe it was. And now they've changed Bill Weasley's to look a little bit different, but it looks so similar. And it's like, well, they kind of passed down wands. Ron actually ended up breaking his wand. So this is the Nobel Collection Ron wand. And I think it's okay. It's not my favorite, but it's okay. And it doesn't have to be my favorite, and it doesn't have to be your favorite either. That's the nice thing about collecting wands is when you are in a collection, even if it's a wand that you don't think is your favorite or you don't like, having that collection complete is super important. And that's why getting the Golden Trio collection right off the bat was the thing that I had to do. So thank you so much. That is it. That is the Golden Trio wands. I have so many boxes of Golden Trio wands here. Love them. They're amazing. Highly recommend. They're definitely, you can use them, kids can use them. They are perfectly fine for children, even though it says it's a collector's piece. And there are some of the ones that I'll tell you, like, I would stress out about. But it's okay because I can always find another one, and it's not the end of the world. So, keep being frugal. Remember, it takes a village, and thank you for joining me. Stay tuned. Next week, we're going to do some more of the Harry Potter wand collection. Talk to you later. Bye.